No more building work taking place up the road. This is my last day here. Last morning I checked with the Grab car and it was quite, oh my God, it's impossible to do this sort of sound. Here's the, that's what's going on over there. It's quite so noisy. Yeah, it's major. And on the opposite side, another place. So, it'd be hard if you're running this restaurant with all this sort of crap. Poor people running that restaurant, and got to put up with that. Anyway, this is my last day, and I looked up the Grab car to get to the airport, and it said it was high demand at the moment, and I think the fare was about 270,000, quite high. But that could drop down substantially. Well, still less than what I paid to get here, which is 300 by the normal venison cab. Yeah, it was to be expected that in the morning it would be more expensive. Luckily I'm leaving midday, so I don't think it's going to be a major issue. It should be down hopefully below 200, maybe 170, 160, something like that I'd imagine, but we'll see. The next thing I've got to check though is to get the see if I can get this SIM card activated for a year, which is supposed to take 50,000 dong on the Viatel card. Last time I was at the Circle K yesterday, they were offline, they couldn't do anything, so hopefully today they're back online and it can be done. I'm not even sure if this is going to work, but 50,000 is nothing, it's worth a try. The other thing is I got my $500,000 note back from the lady, the cleaning lady. She took it to the bank and they would not give her anything for it. I mean, it's just absurd. The whole note's there, it's just torn, but the total size of the note's intact, so it's just one tear, but they will not provide, they're not going to give any money back on it. I mean, that's a real hard-nosed attitude when you consider you've got the whole note there, none of it's missing, it's just been torn. That's crazy, but that's the way they do things over here. It's not the same as in Oz. So yeah, that's pretty ordinary. And luckily, it's the only time it's ever happened to me. But I am stiff because it's the highest denomination note that it would happen to. So, and I've got no idea how it happened. I might have been pissed when it happened. So who knows? And it'll teach me not to drink. So maybe there's a lesson there for all of us. So I certainly have cut that back a fair bit in the last few days. So I didn't even go to the bars for the last 2 days, so that's unprecedented. I'd have to go to Viatel, that was absolutely useless. I got nowhere with Circle K staff, they didn't know. I mean, they're just a convenience store after all. I'd have to go maybe back to Viatel. Look, I should be okay because the card should still be active for 60 days. I'll send an SMS today just to keep it active, and it should be working fine. I'm using data all the time on it, so look, I don't think it's going to be a major issue. So hopefully alright. Another noisy vehicle. Oh boy. The volume, it sounds like the sound volume's gone up exponentially in the last few days. Certainly it's noisier in the street I'm staying at because they're doing major demolition work now. Overall though, I'd say that District 7's quieter than in District 1 or 3. It's not a long queue here in check-in, but it's taken forever. They were just over that side down. The people before me just weren't moving. So I switched lanes. It's probably a dumb idea. It never works for you, but this girl seems to be more efficient, hopefully. I'll get, still got about 2.5 hours, plenty of time, no problem. But it's not a long line, it wasn't before I got here, but now a few people have showed up, so got here about 1 o'clock. The guy was quite a slow driver, didn't really matter, had plenty of time. And he took the same route through District 1 that the other guy did, so no one seems to take a B line from District 7 when they're coming to the airport. thought there'd be a faster route, but apparently not. Yeah, I'm here pretty early. It's only about 1:30 and it's a 3:30 flight, and there's a flight to China leaving before here anyway, so it doesn't have a boarding time, which is strange, but it's probably about an hour off, so plenty of time, no stress. When I checked in, the woman wanted to see my ticket to Melbourne. Actually, the reason I think she did that is because she was going to make me a transit passenger, but because it's a Qantas flight, not a Jetstar flight, they can't do that. So I thought she was just being a bit officious, asking those questions. I didn't expect that, so. But I think that's the main reason. So she was quite nice. So I'm here with Oodles at the time, the Grab driver. He was slow, and he went, and it was weird, he went straight through District 1. There has to be a more direct way of coming from District 7 to the airport than via District 1, but maybe there isn't. I've had two drivers that have both done it, and there's absolutely no incentive for a Grab driver to take a long route because it's a fixed amount they get paid. So very strange. End up being 166 as opposed to 300 for the venison cabs. It shows you how much you can save by using your wallet with Grab. The other thing you can do is also get a monthly sort of discount. They've got different deals, so if you're going to be using it a bit, say a specific week or a month or whatever, you can actually get even further discounts that way. I could have got 40,000 off it because I did have that as a reward, but I didn't get around to doing that. I've got plenty of cash left in the wallet, so I've got enough to get me back to District 1 on my return. And it's a lot shorter. I'm amazed how much shorter it is to get to District 1 compared to 7. It's out in the boondocks, the old 7. Yeah, well, I've never experienced that before. I just got off the plane and they put you through security again. I mean, how crazy is that? This is insane. I mean, so I've got to get I'm going to get 3 lots of it, presumably, because I've got to catch another flight. So I don't know. It's just over the top. The terrorists have one. This is just so ridiculous, the amount of scrutiny now you have to go through. I've still got to get the thumbprint thing. That'll be a disaster. It never works. So it's going to be a pain. Gee, it'd be so much easier to be a transit passenger. But even as a transit passenger, they'll probably put you through that screening as well. I don't know. It's crazy. Unless there's some security alert on the moment. But I've never struck that even here. That's a new one on me. Because I had to ask them. I said, this is arrivals. Putting us through screenings. God. Just near where all the Qantas check-in kiosks, as they call them, located. I can't stand the damn thing, so I just probably queue up in the economy line, claim that I'm a blind bastard, which I am, so I'll do that. But I've got about 1.5 hours to wait until I can check in and get rid of my big bag, big old crippled bag that is. So it's thank God I get trolleys to go around, because without a trolley, the way this bag is, it's pretty well lame. So yeah, I'll just hang around here for 1.5 hours and then get back into departure lounge area and finally head back to Oz. So 1 out of 3 flights out of the way. Apparently it only takes 7:35, 7 hours 35 minutes this flight, so it's not quite that bad. It's almost half of what it took to get from Singapore across to Heathrow. So yeah, won't be doing that again in the near future, that's for sure. It's a long trip. And I wouldn't be doing it with British Airways again. I think they're pretty ordinary. So it'd be nice to get back on the Qantas flight. I think also this is another A380, so it should be pretty okay. See how we go anyway. Hopefully that's the end of security checks for the time being. Of course I got extra scrutiny. I don't know why. I was wearing my belt, but it didn't seem, it gave me twice over for some reason. I've no idea. I wasn't carrying any other metal, that was it. So very strange, but yeah, I mean, having to go through security when I actually landed was ridiculous, but of course I got another dose of it just now, so it is Singapore after all. You'd expect it here, and you get it. And yeah, it sort of sucks any joy out of flying. It's a real process these days you've got to go through. So to have less flights the better is basically my credo. I think is it's the best thing you can do. Another weird thing that happened when I was actually waiting to check in, this group of people, presumably Singaporeans, they all came in a group of at least 12 of them, and they camped out right near where I had my trolley with my bags, and as a consequence they blocked my exit from that area if I wanted to get out. And then several of them, I'd say 4 or 5 of them, opened up their suitcases and started rearranging all their gear, and I'm thinking, don't you do that before you leave for the airport? Why are they all... And they didn't seem to be actually shedding much stuff. There didn't seem any reason to it. But they just had these suitcases open up like it was a mini bazaar on the floor of the check-in or the departures lounge. Just quite bizarre. And this went on for over 20 minutes or so. Oh well. It's something I haven't seen before. Wouldn't want to see it again. So hopefully it'll be a decent flight tonight. I'm actually going to have an aisle seat for a change. I did get a choice between aisle and window, so that was good. That's all the station, and it should be getting 11:32 to Lilydale, so it's actually been a very smooth run from Tullamarine right through to the Sky Bus, which was pretty empty, and I got that straight away as well, so I had a good run.
Depart from platform 10 will be the 11:32 to Lilydale, stopping all stations to Richmond, running express from Richmond to Glenferrie, Glenferrie to Camberwell, Camberwell to Box Hill, Box Hill to Blackburn, then stopping all stations to Lilydale via Fletcher Street.
Yep, very good run. It's not a bad day, it's actually low 20s at the moment. Apparently it's going to be the same tomorrow. So a bit of luck there. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.